It is a Saturday afternoon, downtown Austin, Texas. So you're going to have to bear with me on this lighting situation right now. I have a clear objective in mind in my new software sales career. I intend to become a great account executive. I think people are praised in public for what they practice in private. So I want to talk about my first week back in the game, back in the industry selling software, and why success is important to me. This past week, onboarding has been absolutely amazing. I'm super impressed and inspired by the people I'm interacting with, my new teammates, leadership, the product I'm learning about. It's amazing. And the processes, a fully remote company, it's incredible. And I feel super fortunate to have found myself into a situation at a company that values work from home. This is my office right now. We're in it. And incredible enablement. I think that's super important, and something that is going to be a foundation to my success is continuous learning. This past week, I felt like the newbie, and that's okay. I'm someone who likes to speak with conviction. So even if I don't know a whole lot about what we're talking about, I'm still going to present myself in a way that sounds like I know what I'm talking about. And sometimes that can be great. Sometimes it cannot be so great. But the downside of that is when you're in new situations like this, starting a new career, you may not be the first person to tap someone on the shoulder and say, "Can you help me? Hey, I don't know." And I've quickly learned through direct coaching this past week and through reflection and self-analysis that it's okay to admit you don't know. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to not get things right all the time. It's okay to spend dozens of hours meticulously studying your new product and still barely be able to pitch it. It's okay. All I can do is try my best and continue to learn each and every day. Everyone around me is trying their best. That's my assumption. I'm trying my best, and I've got blinders on. I'm gonna, just like the blinds on my windows right now, concealing the 24th floor downtown Austin, Texas, and the beautiful view outside my window. I am ignoring the noise, and I'm playing the long game. I'm here for the long haul. And I want to talk about 4 ideas on my mind as it relates to being successful and how I'm thinking about my new software sales career in the first week back in the game, first week of many. Number 1, know your goals and know the resources you have. I intend to stay in the game long enough to get lucky and to win. So what I mean by that is, as a ramping rep, you are not a fully ramped rep. So your quota, that your annual quota is, you may have a different quota by month, by quarter, as you ramp yourself up. They say it takes about 6 months in general to become a fully productive and ramped account executive. So I need to understand my target month in and month out so I can reverse engineer that to say, what do I need to accomplish this week? What do I need to accomplish today? What do I need to accomplish in this next hour? And more importantly, what resources do I have at my disposal to help increase my likelihood of success? The numbers I need to hit are on my mind. Happy pipeline, happy life, they say. So I need to get pipeline coverage in excess of my ramping quota. I'm incredibly aware of this and diligently focused on achieving that and building the product knowledge I need with the resources around me so I can continue to build up, flourish, and be in the game long enough to win. Next, work is a privilege. We work hard because we really like to work. There is no sacrifice here. People who climb up the ladder in any industry, I believe, sincerely love the work they're doing. Reflect on your work attitude. And this is advice more so to myself than any of you. It's realizing, how lucky am I to be doing what I'm doing? Showing up early, logging in early, staying on late, doing work on the weekends, whatever it may be, it's not a sacrifice if you love what you're doing. And as I'm going through these new hire onboarding learning modules, it does not feel like work. It doesn't feel like a task I have to do, even though it is a mandatory task I have to do. It's something that I enjoy doing. I've got legal pads next to me, the yellow notepads. I'm just completely ripping through these pages, taking notes, doing my best to internalize the information I'm learning, because learning, applying that learning, actually doing, taking action is what it's all about. And if that feels like work, and if you are not truly interested in the subjects and topics you're learning about and the type of work you're doing, then it's going to be awfully hard to compete with someone that does not consider the work to be work, because the reward for doing great work is the opportunity to do more work. If you're a sales rep like me, you crush your quota number. What is the reward? All right, higher pay, higher OTE, but you're now moved up one notch higher in the corporate ladder with a higher quota and now more responsibility and more expectations to do more work. So if the idea of being given the opportunity to do more of the work you're already doing as a result of doing good work is not energizing, then the type of work you're doing may not be the right type of work, and perhaps an attitude reflection on that work is necessary. And that is a daily reflection for myself. The next idea: action solves everything. Without action, nothing will happen. In college, I looked out my window in Athens, Ohio, and there was a mural on the wall, and it said, "Without labor, nothing prospers." Get used to the fear. Concentrate on the work that yields the greatest results. Focus. Repeat what works. What this means to me is, how do I learn best? Is it listening to gong calls? Is it shadowing live calls? Is it writing down all of my notes on a yellow legal pad? Is it getting note cards and trying to memorize things? How do I learn best so I can be as effective as possible in developing my learning? And then what are the necessary actions I need to take in order to drive the inputs that lead to the outputs I am measured on? So if my output of success is attaining a quarterly revenue target, what are the inputs that will contribute to that success? Learning and then taking action on that knowledge to drive pipeline, to drive revenue, to move deals forward, to continue to self-develop and continuously learn each and every day. And the final idea is, think of the present and start doing the work now. Sentences such as tomorrow, next week means it will never be done. Do it now. Have a bias for action. Get rid of the habit of being distracted. Become a person of initiative. I believe myself to be a formidable individual in any circumstance, any setting. And I become less formidable if I say, you know what, I'm going to do it tomorrow. You know what, I'm not feeling like it. I'll start on Monday. If I was thinking, you know what, I'd like to post a YouTube video, but I wait until Monday, okay, well, I'm going to be occupied with my main thing, which is actually doing my account executive role in software sales. That is my core focus. So I was thinking, okay, it's Saturday afternoon. I've spent the day doing yoga, hanging out with people, working out, learning, drinking a lot of water. Let me make a YouTube video right now so I can schedule this out to be posted so I don't waste any more time. I'm going to do it right now. And as I think about the software sales career, it's, all right, I got to learn this thing right now. I got to have maniacal urgency to drive results, to learn and take action right now. I do not wait. That is what needs to happen. And I believe that's what will contribute to my success. And as I think about why success is so important, I feel better about myself when I'm successful, when I'm growing, and when I'm striving to maximize my potential. I feel like I speak with some people who do not view success as their duty, obligation, responsibility, and some people who may be over-indexed on trying to achieve success. I think about this from the standpoint of intrinsic satisfaction, knowing I'm doing a good job. It makes me feel good to know that I am competent and achieving results in my craft of what I want to be doing, which is being a great account executive in software sales. That is how I started the video. My mission is to become a great account executive. That is the main thing. That is what success will look like. Of course, there's results attached to that, which is consistently hitting and achieving my quarterly revenue target, which adds up to an annual revenue target. And that is like my Super Bowl. Hitting the annual number, going to President's Club, let's say, that is winning the Super Bowl. And then you start at zero the next month, the next quarter, the next year. And that is the unique challenge that working in sales presents us. We always have an opportunity to rise to the occasion. And if we enjoy the work we're doing, if it feels like play to us, if we find intrinsic satisfaction and are constantly motivated, have a bias for action right now, then that is what brings me fulfillment. And that is my purpose right now as a 28-year-old account executive living downtown Austin that is 1 week into his new software sales career. That's where I'm at.